All right, guys, welcome back for another one. This is one that you guys have asked for. It's the Recoil RED600.1. Y'all know I was a big fan of the RED1200. That's a really good amplifier, in my opinion, at a good price. Let's see if the RED600 will stack up and just do as well overall as that 1200. Maybe also I can get my hands on one of those 2500s, RED 2500s. I'd love to test one of those as well. But today, it's all about the RED 600.1. All right, let's get into it. So right here on the front of the box, what do we have? Class D, monoblock, subwoofer amplifier. There's some ratings right on the front. I love that. 520 at 2 ohms, 310 at 4, 660 at 1. Those are RMS ratings at 14.4. Awesome. So it's a 600 watt amplifier. They're actually giving it a rating of 660. There's the dimensions, says it has a bass knob, some of the features. Guys, I really like Recoil. I've got several of their products, like little distribution blocks and everything. I think the first thing I ever bought Recoil are distribution blocks for the resistors as I was building the test bench. And those things have been awesome as well. But every time I pick up something from Recoil, it's quality. I bought one of their amp wiring kits, 0 gauge wiring kit, and that thing's nice. All right, here we go. And I am opening this up for the first time. You guys are seeing it with me for the first time. Let's get this out of the box here. All right, I see some goodies in there. That's pretty cool. All right, so there's the cable, telephone style for the bass knob. What do we have over here? Stuck in the other side. That's probably the bass knob. Let's get this foam out of the way. But wait, there's more in the box. Look at this, ferrules. Wow, looks like a couple of 4 gauge ferrules and some, what are those, 8s or 10s, something like that. Look how long. The 4 gauge, that looks like a standard ferrule size for 4, but look how long these other ones are. Wow. And then 3 Allen wrenches. How about that? Okay, pretty cool. And then wait, golly, there's a couple of little screws and then another bag of screws and washers. Pretty cool that they give you all that, really is. And then an owner's manual. You guys know I'll check it out. I'll let you know if there's anything special in there. So here's the models of the RED line. 600, 1200, excuse me, 2500. And then we have a REA 604. I believe that's a Class AB 4 channel. And then the RED 1800.5. Boy, that'd be a cool amp. Wonder what the power ratings are for all the channels on that. That definitely could be a do-it-all amp right there. Pretty cool. I like the RED line. I've done no, what was the other one? The DI, and then I think they got the DIIs out now. But, let's see. All right. Let's take a look at this bass knob. I cannot remember what the bass knob looked like for the 1200, but I would imagine it's probably the same. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh man, yeah, clip light. Dude, so it's metal. It's all metal and it's tiny. I don't mind that. And it has a power, get in here close, power and clip light. That is really cool. What about the potentiometer? Nice and smooth, no clicks. All right, I'm a fan. So far, so good. All right, let's y'all forgive me here for being a little clumsy this morning. Been a long week. My youngest son got married this week. Can't even believe I'm saying that. But yes, family from out of town, family up from Central Florida. Worked out great for them, by the way. They were exiting Florida on the same day that the hurricane was coming in, and that was the plan all along for the wedding. Had nothing to do with the hurricane. So they was able to get out of Central Florida at the right time. They headed back down there this morning. Keep in mind, I'm a week out on my videos too. You guys won't see this for another week. Anyhow, all right, well, while we're looking at the bottom, there's the bottom. We are going to take a peek at the gut shot. You can see a little bit of stuff in there. Not enough though. All right, right here. All right, right out of the gate. I love that we're looking at two green fuses. So that is two 30-amp fuses. We'll get you guys in here nice and close. All right, power remote ground. That looks like 4 gauge, and in the middle there about 10, could be 8 actually. And then over here they do give us the 2 positives, 2 negatives, and we love that. So nothing to complain about on this end of the amp. And so with those ferrules being so long, this does have the angled, well, the terminal is straight, but the screw is angled. So typically they go pretty far back in there, but so do the power and ground. And those ferrules were like a standard length. So the fit and finish looks nice, just like the 1200. I think it's a good looking amp. And Recoil nowadays, they've made a decent name for themselves. You pop the trunk on somebody's ride, you see a Recoil sitting in there. I think most people would, would instantly recognize, hey, those are pretty good amps, instead of, seeing something in there that's a little cheesy or generic. All right, so what do we have over here? So we do have inputs and outputs. They are not Tiffany style, but, if they're firmly mounted in there, no issues. I do like that we're looking at metal knobs here for the other controls. So we have a gain, subsonic, 10 hertz to 50 hertz, bass boost, 0 to 9 dB, and a low pass filter from 35 hertz to 250 hertz, the remote, and the power protect. So we don't have a clip light on the amp, but we do have one on the bass knob. So that's really nice and a little unique. Normally you would see, if you got one on the bass knob, normally there's one on the amp too. So we are talking about a Class D monoblock, meaning this is a 1-channel amplifier, and it's made for the lows only. So don't buy this for your door speakers. You'll wonder why your door speakers don't sound good. All you hear is lows coming through them. So anyhow, all right. Well, there she is. Let's get it hooked up and get to the meat and potatoes of this video. All right, real quick before we wire it up, looking through the manual, same ratings. Right here's the 600. Let me come in close. There's that 310, 520, and 660 at 4 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. There's that 1200 that we did, 550, 900, 1250. That's a great amplifier. And then that 2500. I would love to test that one. Those are a little hard to get from what I understand. They stay sold out quite a bit on the 2500 model. But there's that 5-channel. Check that out. The ratings on that. I'll go give you guys some time to look at the different ratings on that. Really cool. Look at that. Channel 5, 880, and 1200. you know, depending on which ohm load. So some really good power for your subwoofer, and look, some really good power for your door speakers too. Yeah, that could be, if it does all those numbers, and I'm going to assume that it does, that could be an awesome do-it-all amplifier. All right, let's get to hooking it up. All right, guys, here we go. It's the 4 ohm run, rated 310. We are going to start out at 14.8. We're going to capture the current. All right, 40 hertz, rated 310. What's it going to do? Here we go. $313. The voltage did not drop, and the current was 35.8. All right, let's do dynamic. All right, here we go. Dynamic, 4 ohms. A little bit extra, 319. Okay, cool. So far, so good. Let's move on to the 2 ohm testing. All right, guys, here we go. 2 ohms, rated 520. What is she gonna do? Here we go. Unpause the track. 520. Is it gonna do it? Here we go. 517. 3 watts short. I did see the voltage drop to 14.7 out of the corner of my eye, and 61.2 amps. So that's within a very small percentage. You could probably do that run again, and who knows, you might would hit it, but we got to call it what it is. She's 3 watts short on that run. All right, let's do 2 ohms dynamic. All right, are we gonna see 520 at 2 ohms? Here we go. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, 547. All right, let's move on to the 1 ohm testing. That's what I'm excited about. I know that's what you guys are excited about. I mean, look, this is a 600 watt amp. We've already gotten close to that out of it. All right, let's do 1 ohm. 1 ohm, rated 660. What is she gonna do? Here we go. Oh man, yeah, 729. The voltage dropped to 14.5, and the current draw was 102.8. Wow. Okay, so she really shines at 1 ohm. That, to be honest, is oftentimes what an amp will do. Whatever its lowest ohm load is, the rating for that ohm load is where it really shines, because that's what it was designed to go to. So, all right, cool. Let's do dynamic. I imagine we're going to see even a little bit more dynamically. All right, it did 729 on the normal run. What about dynamic? Yep. Oh man, dude. All right, 895. Wow. Okay, really good. I'm impressed. You know, we'll talk about price on this thing. So first off, I love a Class D monoblock rated to go to 1 ohm. Keep in mind, some amps nowadays, they're not Class D, or they're not rated to go to 1 ohm. They're 2 ohm amplifiers or something like that. But a winner to me currently is a Class D monoblock rated to go to 1 ohm. And especially if it does good power and it does its ratings and at a good price. This amp cost me, and I checked this morning to see if it was still the current price, and it is. I paid $89.99 for this amp. And with tax now, it costs $97.19. So we're talking about under $100. It puts out that kind of power, and it seems to be of good quality. Check out the links in the description. I'm going to put an Amazon affiliate link in the description for this amp, and then also for the 1200 that I tested. I'm a big fan of that amp as well. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but check out the description. I'll have some Welsh audio links in there also. All right, guys, hey, let's put this thing on some subs. Let's hear it, and let's get the back plate off of it. Let's fill out the card and all of that stuff. So right now, let's go put it on a couple subwoofers. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to listen to it a little bit. Some of the royalty-free or copyright-free YouTube music. Here we go. Oh, we're playing the Sundown 15s down here on the bottom. Y'all probably hear my dog over there. She don't like that too much. 888. I mean, that's a realistic dynamic number. If you can supply good voltage to it, you're going to get some good power out of this amp. So I'm always a big fan of something that's, you know, decently powerful that can be run off of stock electrical. You don't have to worry about a big 3 upgrade or a it always helps, by the way, a big 3 does, but you know, you don't feel like you need to do a big 3 or a high dollar battery or a high output alternator. And the truth is, a lot of times people don't need as big of an amp as they think they need, honestly. Everybody wants to go big, and a lot of times going big sometimes isn't better. If you buy a big amplifier and you can't support it with some strong electrical, oftentimes you won't get any more power out of a big amplifier as you will a moderate size amplifier, and your chance of blowing that big amplifier goes way up if you don't have all that extra electrical. So this fits in a really nice spot for someone with stock electrical, but will yet give you some really nice power. We're not talking about a 200 watt amplifier here. We're talking about some pretty decent power for less than $100. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that 1200 too. I want to get my hands on one of those 2500s. But how about I quit yakking and we get the back plate off of it and look at the gut shot. All right, let's do that. All right, guys, y'all know what that means. That means we're about to look at the guts. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Does that look like 700 watts? It does to me. Man, I'm always surprised these days at how much power they can get out of a small little package. Come on, zoom for us. There we go. I believe all 4 of these are the same. What do y'all see in here that you like? Try to get this thing to focus for you. Pretty cool. There's that blue board that we're starting to see so much these days. Any writing on it? Just some numbers here and there. Okay. All right. Let me get this plate put back on. Let me know what you think about this gut shot, by the way. And let's fill out the card and talk for a second. All right, guys. I like this one. I like the Recoil RED series so far. I still want to get one of those 2500s. Let's give this one that 1 ohm uncertified rating, which was 729, 40 hertz, 1 ohm uncertified. Yeah, this is a pretty good buy, guys, honestly. Speaking of that, I am going to have two Amazon affiliate links in the description. One for this amp, one for that RED600. That's a great amp as well. If you were to use one of my links, I would make a small commission on that. I did sign up for the Amazon Associates program recently, but the price to you would be the same whether you used my link or not. But please consider doing so if you want to check this amp out. Guys, thank you for the support. Thanks for all the comments, all the subscribers. You guys are awesome. I'm going to continue dropping a video every Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, just like clockwork. And as I can, I'm going to continue dropping them a second video every week on Wednesday mornings at 7 o'clock. Those could be a little hit and miss, but for sure, I'm dropping that Sunday video every single week. Thank you guys for the support. We'll see you next time.